Hello everyone and welcome back to 𝙏𝙗𝙖𝙣. Thank you for tuning in. If this is your first time, welcome. I am Daniela. I'm from South Africa and this is my channel 𝙏𝙗𝙖𝙣. Basically it's a merge of everything in one. Whether it's basically for crypto, if you're a crypto enthusiast, you are more than welcome to go back to the previous videos. Most of the projects that I have been on, most of them have been expired already and others are still running, but I will, just subscribe, hit the notification bell and you will be tuned in. And then I want to speak about something that I've never spoke about on my channel before, so this will be first of it. Just bear with me, I'm always nervous. So I am Daniela, I'm 32, I'm from South Africa. My life growing up in this world, in our world, if you are from overseas, it hasn't always been bad, but it also hasn't been very pleasant. I was raised with a lot of trauma and basically in and out of different programs to try and cater to my needs as a young child. And basically, obviously, I think it was just a big thing of never really fitting in because I've never felt, I always felt like the odd one out or the one that's going through, or it always used to be all over extreme, or it used to be like very good or very bad. It never used to be like balanced. And funny enough, like in my 30s, this is where I'm actually starting to find out like, oh shit, you know what, I always try to look for all the mistakes from young until like now. And I think the big mistake was by me because I didn't know who am I. And recently, well, not too recently, basically last year, I woke up and I was just like, I just didn't feel myself anymore. And I had this big urge of the feeling to be completely 100% honest with myself. And I took a step back and I wanted to like observe like what's going on around me and am I satisfied? If I had to die right now, would I be satisfied with what I leave behind and all these things? And truth be told, no, I wouldn't, because I am an empath. So I don't know if you guys are aware of what is an empath. So I'm very sensitive. I'm a sensitive soul. I can be great, but I can be terrible as well. But isn't that like all of us? All of us can be great and terrible at the same time. But I've always had this rebellion in me. In my teenage eras, I used to have like a lot of rebel in me, and you know what? My parents couldn't control that. No one could control that. And goodness, we've had churches come over, and we've had it's been hectic. And looking back at it, I can actually just laugh because I suppose it wasn't supposed to be that way, but maybe it was supposed to be that way. But anyways, so I woke up and I was like, okay, you know what? Okay, so let me just step back and find truth, and pick up on signals. So I basically opened my heart to the universe. I unbound myself from everything, like everything. I woke up and I wouldn't say I was depressed. Obviously, if you guys can see the semicolon, I like to actually explain to people what it means or how personal it is to me. So basically, you'll come to an age where everything just feels so like a circle. It just goes on, or a loop, a repetition over and over and over. And by the grace of God within me, he just came to put like a comment saying, you know what, your story can go on. There's reasons for everything. So then I actually took a step back and I started meditating and I started like just grasping on like what's going on, because I'm not religious. I wouldn't want to put myself in a category. I don't fit into a box. I've realized that I don't fit into a type of culture, and I don't fit into a type of title, and I don't fit into a type of crypto, and I don't fit in anywhere. And that has been very, very challenging because I always just wanted to look for faults instead of actually like trying to look for what is the good things. Where is this going? What's the reason for this? So with this being said, I went and I actually discovered my Akashic records, and I've been very open-minded to things. And basically, the message that I'd like to explain to you is if you ever had to find yourself in a place of, you know what, just completely lost, completely deconnected as a human being, I do want to tell you that you're very special and that you're very loved. We don't understand the meaning of love very well. Love can go both ways. You can, where there's love, there's passion. And unfortunately, it's not your fault or my fault that we were born in the culture, or we were born in the type of skin color that we are at, or we were born on this planet, or whatever the case may be. I think the main thing is you will literally have to unlearn every single little thing that you have been taught until this day, and that's very difficult to let go. It's not even a joke. It's difficult. But as I started like unbounding myself, I started seeing, oh, but I don't like this, and I don't like this, and this is what I like, and this is maybe the way I need to be in my path. So for those that are new, bear with me. This is the first that I'm actually expressing myself in this way. So I've got Meniere's disease, probably like 4 or 5 years now. So Meniere's disease is, obviously tinnitus of the one ear, or sometimes it's both, and spinning of the head, vertigo, and nausea sometimes, and I never have balance. I'm always falling around, always full of bruises and stuff like that. Have gone to specialists and stuff like that. The best I could do is basically put a tinnitus breaker in, but I can't put that stuff in my ears. It doesn't feel right. And so with that being said, so I've got this high frequency, this like blurring every single day from the morning to the night. And then I've got my, I'm a mom of a 9-year-old. He's awesome. He's like the awesomest child ever, like easy child to raise, blessed beyond words. And so my whole love life and my whole relationship with the community, and my relationship with my family, and my relationship with everything, I had to literally like just tear completely apart and just like unbound myself from any bad comic, any bad relation, or any bad intentions that was done without my knowledge. Stuff like that really does happen. I do believe in one God. I believe that we all as humans, we are so busy, we don't even know what's going on. We don't even know, like, we are like little hamsters, and we are in this cage, and we are on that wheel, and okay, then you got all these empowered people coming, and all these rules and more rules and demands. And I don't know about you, but how I personally feel right now is I do think that we are in an era of change, huge change, like a shift. I do think that a lot of people are going to be waking up and actually just reclaiming who they are, their own identity back. I do feel that we've become so selfish and so greedy towards humanity. It's not even funny. Everything's just about money, 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 money. I do understand that, you can't live without money. I'm very aware of that. But if you just go step back and go absorb what is everything made out of, the particles, the fine bits that is running through your DNA, I think you would actually just be amazed on how, as the years went past, people just changed a lot of things, and it was not our fault. It's no one's fault, but we need to like refocus and rebalance back, give to ourselves again, and actually recognize that every single human being on this planet has got so much love in your heart and in your DNA, that there is bad people and there is bad things out there that is willing to do anything to make you fully believe that you are incapable of learning new things, incapable of sustaining a good life, abundant life of riches, and having so much that you could give again back. People don't live like that anymore. It's all about me, 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 me. And I'm like, honestly, I'm just so fucking over it. I am a sensitive person. I try and understand. Like I said, I was raised basically by psychologists and psychiatrists, and in rehabs. My life is like a bunch of chapters, different type of books. I've been through hell and back over and over and over and over, and you know what? And I kept on just blaming everybody else. Like we do that, and yeah, like I said, and last year I just woke up and I'm like, I can't do this anymore. I can't be who I am not. I want to believe that I'm a good person. My soul is pure. I would like to believe that. I would like to believe that um, that South Africa's got a lot of potential. That the whole world is so busy with their own things, and oh look what's going on in South Africa, and oh gosh, that whole country's buggered. You know what? Before rebuilding things need to be completely destroyed. If you go look back in ancient history, you would find the same patterns over and over and over. But I think we're reaching a time now where you really need to find balance in love, in hate, in understanding who you are, and it's very difficult. It's not easy. So I have happy hands. I've always had. If you guys go back to my previous videos, I've got a lot of happy hands. My hands are always moving, and it's the way I express myself. And yeah, like I said, is like I have studied many things, and I've noticed that I don't stop studying. Like I'm the whole time just researching, and just the whole time learning and getting this and that and that and that. But unfortunately, I am located in a rural area. So basically, there's literally like nothing around us. The closest hospital is like 126 kilometers away from here. Very bad road. So if it is an emergency, we try and live very, how can you say, we're very careful not to do silly things so that we don't have to drive that road. And then, you know, we got beautiful weather, and we are around the farming and the agriculture sector. So my family personally also is into the agriculture, and my partner is an ethno-herbal practitioner. So basically what he does is he makes the medicines from the roots of plants and stuff from South Africa. So they do have their own lab, and they do tinctures, and business is going well. Like I said, it's very far to drive, and unfortunately, yes, we do live in a world that's like, especially, I wouldn't say like in Joburg or in Pretoria or in Cape Town, it's similar. Over here, it's a very fast life, a very hard-working life, and a very humble life to live. And I think that's a big thing. When I was younger, I tried to get away from here all the time, and I think it's just God had to put me back into my roots and back into my path to say, you know what, there is reason why you are here. I've got a lot of compassion for humanity. I do feel that with the technology going on, and it's running away with us, isn't it? Even if you look at the crypto space, or the economic, the whole scheme, everything is just like so fast, because each person is just trying to beat the next company, and it's always these competitions the whole time. But where does that help the new generation? So I have came to think maybe I might be right, or maybe I might be wrong. But if you have to like study maybe consciousness and awareness, and knowing truth to who you are as a human being on this planet and your purpose. I don't know what's my purpose, but I don't have to know what's my purpose, because I do believe like everything happens for a reason. There's reasons why we share things. So like I said, do I have experience in trauma? Big time. Do I know how to get out of it? Yes. Am I a manipulator? Of course I am. Am I a liar? Yes, I am, just like you are. We are all the same at the end of the day. So we all basically are working so hard to be the best and have the best and be the best. And we keep on forgetting about where's the love, like love for yourself, where's the compassion for yourself, where's the time for yourself. We're indulging in other people's fantasies, and we're indulging in other people's plans, but what is your plan? So my plan basically, probably in the next 10 years or maybe 20 years, I don't know. I don't know what it comes in my path. I know this sounds silly. I'm an anxious person also. Like I said, I'll always be like rubbing my hands or moving my hands, and that's just a way to release my stress personally. Other people would like glitch or twitch, or I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, so what I want to do basically in the next 20 years from, well, actually not 20 years, I'd probably say 5 to 10 years if I could, if I'm blessed enough to be recognized maybe by a group that is into these things. In our country, or not even in our country, in Africa, I mean, I know that Ethiopia, they are like heavy into the digital world, and actually like trying to do something different, meaning they will be monitoring your teachers and your students individually. Not It's not going to be anymore like back in the day where everybody's got this is now the grade and you get evaluated by this grade. So everything's going to be different in the future. I think you are going to be evaluated individually. It's not going to matter anymore what you went to go study or all those things, because life is ever revolving. It's evolution. It's always growing. So yes, I would like to give back to humanity. I don't understand where the hurt and the hatred comes from. Because if you sit back and if you are angry, if you go look at it, why are you angry? What are you watching? What are you doing with your life? Who are you involved? Who's your surrounded community? Where your workspace? Are you even happy in your workspace? And we are also programmed we are slaving for money. We don't see family. We don't value life as the way it's actually given to us, and we only have this one that we are currently in, that we are aware of, and we limit ourselves completely. We always want to look at color, we always want to look at races, and we always want to look at different species, and we always want to compare. We can't compare where we don't compete, because we're all unique as one. And I do believe that things will get better. Like for my son's generation, listen, I don't know how I know, but I do know, is that their life is going to be completely different. Their way they absorb what's going on around them is going to be difficult in some aspects. Also to understand maybe different nations or different cultures. But if you go back and you go look very nicely, that everybody's culture actually just goes back to one. It all goes back. You need to have self-love. You need to have self-respect. You need to have a voice of your own. You need to be considerate. You need to be humble. You need to be hardworking. You need to be the example that you want to see around you. I know everybody always says that, but it's the truth. I like learning. I'll probably never stop learning, but it doesn't help learning, and I'm not really making income because I'm in the middle of nowhere. So I don't know why I'm here, and I don't know why I study what I study, and I don't know why I'm interested in the things that I'm interested. But I know that I have a gift from God personally. I know that I am genuine. I'm real. This is not a computer. I don't work off of scripts. I don't like, even on my YouTube, I don't like reading off of scripts, because it's very unauthenticated. I am authenticated. I am here presently. So yeah, it's basically just being aware of everything around you, and learning and letting go of all the nonsense. I don't know if I maybe went through like a lot of stress maybe last year or the previous year, or was it a combination of 30 years this like in a box, and that box was full, and I'm just like, okay, gosh, I need to get out of this, and I need to like expand my uniqueness as a human being. I always want to give back. I don't understand why there's lazy people out there. I don't understand why there's deceiving people out there. I don't understand why we judge one another, why we so easily to say, oh no, but that's wrong. It's wrong according to you. So yeah, I just wanted to share this video and explain to you guys like where I'm at. So like I said, I'd like to be the difference. I'd like to be part of probably communities in I'd probably say in renewable energy would be a main interest in South Africa, if I ever had to be privileged enough to go into an industry like that. So it will probably be renewable energy, water, and basically connecting people, connecting Africa. You know, there's so many people that don't even know how to use a phone, so we are so blessed. And I think if we had to just bring a little bit of, we just need that spark, guys, that spark of uniqueness and human, and we all have got it. We've all, some people are more fortunate than others. There will always be rich and there will always be poor. But I cannot stand when people say, oh, but you choose to be poor. That is rubbish. I would honestly just call that out, because I feel that a lot of people go through their life spans or life cycles, and they make decisions, and that is how they learn. So each cycle of failure is a new way of learning and picking yourself up and going on from there. I don't feel that we are limited to anything. I don't feel that we are bound by anything or any community or any member or any government, because at the end of the day, it's about you and taking care of you and your family and your needs. And yeah, and just basically exploring. I don't know, we'll see how it goes, but I needed to share this on my channel because I think a lot of people have got a very wrong misperception of who I am as an individual. Like, I can be an actor, just like you can be an actor. I can be this huge promotion woman selling something, and that's great, yeah, and that can obviously financially benefit me. But am I happy doing that, or am I happy selling something that I don't believe in? No, I can be honest with you. I don't know if you guys noticed, but if I truly believe in something, I would go for it. And the minute I just find a little bit of a glitch, I'm like, oh no, I'm out of it. And I'm very open, and I'm very honest, and I'm very transparent. I do feel deconnected, and I do feel all of us need to just like snap out of this I don't know, what would you call it, like a hamster wheel. Get out of that routine, do something new, do something fun. You know, even if it's just one thing a day that you change it, you guys will be amazed how it really opens up doors to uniqueness, to you know, feeling excited again. It doesn't matter how young or how old you are. I don't feel that age is relevant, and I don't feel that race is relevant. I don't feel anything is relevant except culture, because if you go back to culture, and if you go back down deep into your roots of who you are, guys, I mean, all the signs have been there forever, and unfortunately people have also been greedy, and maybe power was just left in like the wrong hands at the wrong time, or maybe a person just made a wrong decision at that, in that split second, and we are all so easy just to go crucify or go judge. And if you just take that scenario and change the story and look back, you basically you can see yourself in a mirror. We have all deceived, we have all lied, we have all loved, we've all cried, we've all had pain, we've all had struggles, we've all had joy. As humans, we've all experienced it. So I don't understand why we're still debating on who's better than who, and who's allowed to do what, and all this dividing nonsense needs to seriously stop sometime. And people will have to come together as one and actually change the educational system for I would say for all ages. I wouldn't say just for the children. I would honestly say like for us also. And yeah, well, I hope that this wasn't too long. Sorry, I see it's almost 24 minutes, and I don't want to make it a big thing, but I just wanted to sit in my space, and I wanted to be open with my viewers. And I've got much love to give to each and every one, and I'll always try and be understanding. And yeah, I hope that you guys did enjoy this. Please do subscribe down below, hit that notification bell, and I hope to see you guys very soon.